What is up, all my Pokemon investors? I hope you guys are having a great day on this beautiful Saturday. It's no doubt that the Pokemon market in English is absolutely exploding. So I beg the question, are we officially in a Pokemon bull market? And have we finally moved on from a bearish mindset of the early SV era booster boxes? I could firmly say that I personally believe so. I mean, if you look at the past couple booster boxes, we have sets like Twilight Masquerade at the $170 mark. This set is like 4 months old. Absolutely crazy. We all know what's in there. We all know the Big Chase card. We all know the Greninja. And that Greninja card may be one of the most memorable cards in the SV era, sitting at, I believe, the $300 mark, which just is crazy. Will it hold its spot at number one? We are going to have to wait and see. Now, as you guys know, I am primarily in Japanese, but I do dabble in English here and there. And English, in my personal opinion, is getting pretty dumb, where Japanese is still very cheap and readily available. I have seen a slight uptick in the Japanese market. I mean, nothing crazy, nothing's gonna like kill the market or break the budget, but I definitely seen a $5 to $10 increase on some sets. But there are a lot of sets that are sub $30 still that are great buys. I think a huge note is that the TikTok deals, they're just getting worse and worse. TikTok is now taking away the free shipping from a lot of the stores and shops, and that affects the market greatly. I used to go in there, get free shipping for 4 to 5 booster boxes, and make out like a bandit. Now that's really not the case. They have these little like power-up meters where like you keep on spending $100 at a time, then you'll get free shipping, but it just incentivizes you to spend more and more. But if you've been around in the hobby long enough, you know that a lot of these card shops online offer pretty close to pricing as the TikTok shops. And I think that in the next year that the TikTok shop is no longer going to be even a thing in the Pokemon space. I believe that the deals are just getting worse and worse, and it's only a matter of time before they aren't even an option when it comes to buying Pokemon cards online. Now, going back to the market, I really don't like this whole time in the Pokemon community. It feels like the early 2020, 2021, where there was tons of scalping, people arguing left and right. It feels like there's more investment in people scalping than ever before, especially now with Surging Sparks. I mean, these people are coming out of the absolute dungeon for this set. People are losing their freaking minds for Surging Sparks. And I'm gonna say it on this channel. I said it before, but I don't really see the hype. I don't understand why a lot of collectors, I get it, you guys speak English and you guys want your cards in your native language, but if you're just an art collector, like a lot of you guys claim that you are, go buy some of these cards in Korean, go buy some of these cards in Chinese, go buy some of these cards in Japanese. But to go this crazy on Surging Sparks from the pre-orders, I don't really see it. And just because I don't see it personally doesn't mean I'm not going to invest into this set. I believe Surging Sparks is going to do very well, and it could be a great play for a quick flip. I'm personally going to try to buy a case of Surging Sparks after the release. We're gonna see what these prices are going to fluctuate at for the next 2 to 3 months. I understand people are saying that it is short printed, but we are just going to have to wait and see. I personally don't believe any of the FOMO or of the hype. I'm going to stick to my guns and invest in this set at the $110, $120 mark per usual. Nothing's really changed, and I'm going to sit on that case for the next 3 to 5 years. Tomorrow I'm going to have a video talking about when to sell some of these booster boxes or some of your items, because I feel like it is a very important topic and not a lot of people will give you guys advice on how to do so. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. It's one you're not going to want to miss. English right now for me personally is only going to be a collector's item where I could display something back there, and it's going to be solely an investment. I will no longer be opening English to try to collect some of these cards. Like I said, there's a lot more affordable options when it comes to singles, and that's just the lane that I'm going down, and I highly recommend that you guys do the same. I do understand for all you graded collectors that a PSA graded card can act both as a collector's item and as an investment. And what I mean by this is, say I buy a PSA 10 Brilliant Stars Charizard in English, right? It's going to hold its value and it's going to be a sought after card, at least here in America. Yes, I get to hold it for a very long time, collect it, put it back there to display for everyone to see and for me to enjoy with my eyes. But then when it comes time to sell, I know that there's going to be a buyer, whereas the Japanese market and Korean market is a little bit more niche, and I will have to find the perfect match for that card, where both Korean and Japanese collectors will collect English. So I do understand your guys' take on why you collect PSA slabs in English. I think people really took for granted those early booster box prices, especially on the TikTok deals. I struck gold. I bought a few of, I think I have like 3 or 4 of the SV base set TikTok deal. When that came out, I know people were telling me I was crazy. People were saying, why are you investing in that set? It's such a trash set. I really liked it. As now we can see that a Gardevoir line, the Routes line, is amazing and is surpassed the Miriam, which is pretty insane to think about, but beautiful cards and to each their own. And I always try to invest at least a few boxes into the base set, because if we look back in history, we see that they at least go up 100%. So can't be mad at that. I knew this day would come where everyone would change their tune and officially be all in the Scarlet and Violet era when everyone was calling it trash. This is how it works. This is how it's been for the past 3, 4, 5 eras. From doing my research, I personally wasn't in those eras, but the story never changed. A new era comes in and people aren't acceptive to the starters and the new Pokemon, and it takes them a little bit of time to get used to it. And now we had the silver borders from the yellow borders. But now, as we can see, everyone is fully in, and this is when all the money shifts from the Sword and Shield era and prior into the newest sets. And these new sets are amazing. Don't get me wrong, I'm having so much fun opening all these cards. The AR cards are beautiful and the SAR cards are top tier. I've been a giant fan of the SV era since the beginning. So what are my predictions of what's going to happen? In the English department, I think English is going to get dumb. I think we're going to see the times of crazy scalping. You're going to see people lining outside of Targets and Walmarts to scoop up every single 151 binder collection sets and Costco deals and left and right, and you're going to see more and more of this products pop up on Facebook Marketplace and offer up at ridiculous prices. That's my predictions for this next year. Like I said, we are in a bull market. We are in an uptrend. There's going to be nothing but banger sets for this next year until the newest Pokemon generation, Generation 10, I believe. No longer will there be the sets that are going to sit on shelves, sets that people are kind of 50-50 on. It is going to be nothing but bangers from here on out, all the way up to the Team Rocket set. If you guys think that Pokemon 151 is going to go crazy, just wait for that Team Rocket set. That is going to bring in the same people that were collecting 151, that are still collecting 151, that are still obsessing over 151 back into the hobby. I think that bringing in some of that Gen 1 love was one of the best things that Pokemon could have done for this era, which means crazy gains, crazy pumps in the next year. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to come out of this crazy bull run? Do you guys agree? Am I tripping? I would love to know that or anything in the comment section down below. And until tomorrow, I'll catch you guys with a fresh new video. Peace.